funny light happening. Facebook is dark. This is so much backlight. Well, it'll change.
Is it different than before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of backlight, Facebook, but we will do what we can do. So 2 blocks and a strap and a blanket will be our usual plan. So any adjustments, anything you need to get ready or sorted, somehow I always think I'm ready, and then when I'm prompted, hey, get yourself ready, I'm like, oh yeah, there was that one other thing I needed to do. We will move to start because we need it, because it's winter, because we can get a little bit dormant and we can hamster a little bit like the good mammals that we are. So we'll move to start, and then we'll have a twisting series through the middle, and then we'll move to conclude. But the moving at the end, you're going to feel how it settles. The moving at the beginning is an opening, an unwinding. The movement at the conclusion is a gathering in, and it's a moving meditation. So it's really about just finding the stillness from all the motion that we've been able to go through. So it's nice to have those 2 sort of bookends to decide how are we going to go. Have a great ride.
Thank you.
And then we'll see you soon.
Great class.
Thank the ones around you that gave you this time. Tell your pets and your children you'll be right back. Bring your palms together. And we'll do our 3 sweeping ohms. Just the hands first, dropping down, hands wide, inhaling up. Palms together and down the center. The A in the belly, the U in the chest, the M through the head. Inhale wide and high. Two more. One more. Sitting still, feel it. Movement and stillness, both at once. And we start standing. Shake out the hands, shake out the feet, come to stand. Your feet are about a little further than hip distance, and you check that anything around you, you've got some space. So you're going to swing your arms. Plant your feet, put a little bend in your knees, and let your hands start to fall against your body. Each time they hit, it's an exhale, 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 exhale. And you're loosening your shoulders. You're loosening your jaw, your fingers. You're letting your hands thump against your body. Flush the lymph nodes. Get a little bit easier, a little bit looser. Ten more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Eyes closed, center stand. Start to feel. Opening the abdomen, the ribs, the center body. Left hand makes a fist, right hand reaches down. Draw your left fist up to your left armpit, and then the other side. The hand reaching down opens. So we're going to inhale, left elbow up, exhale, right elbow up. In, out, in. And the temptation is to fold forward and see if you can stay more upright. Like you're scrubbing the sides of your spine.
You're drawing the elbow up, open the back of the shoulder. In the nose, out the mouth, let the breath get a little bigger. Loosen your face, the hint of a smile or a big one. Open, close your hands. We go. 10, 9. Move from the abdomen. Move through the obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2. And stand tall, eyes closed, be still, be still. You're gonna wobble, you're okay. Better already. Feet under the hips. Inhale, the hands come up. Inhale, the hands go down. Inhale, they go up. Exhale, folding. So they go in, and out. In, and out. We're going to go out with a ha. 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 Your heartbeat, feel your bone. All of these are releasing, balancing actions. Fingertips. So thumb and first fingertips touch. Hands at your shoulders. One knee up, the other up. Inhale, exhale. Let your elbows fall very heavily. Your hands and your wrists and your shoulders are loose. Press one heel down to allow the other knee up. So it's less about pulling your knee up and more about pressing down. We're anchoring right into the floor. We'll make it to a ha 10 times. Ha, 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 ha. Just let it pass, that we are brightened, warmed, strengthened, and centered. Yeah. Sweep your hands up overhead and gently left hand holds right wrist. Go a little left and shake out the right knee. Shimmy the ribs side to side. The shoulders. Bring your palms together, big bend in the knees, widen your feet, and drop down the middle as you can. This will be out. Stand up tall, right hand holds the left wrist. Go a little to the right. Shake out your left knee. Wag your tail to loosen your ribs and shoulders. A little shimmy up through the shoulders, shake out the knee, up, out. Palms together, back down the middle. This is exhale. Left hand holds right wrist. Inhale. Stand in your right heel and down the middle. Hold the left wrist. Reach. Inhale. Exhale, center. And up. Maybe your squat is quite small. You don't go in between. That's fantastic. Hold the left wrist. Maybe you're dropping your seat down and inside. Inhale up. And down. And up. Good.
as you come down, really settle into the feet. One more each side, rising and settling and rising and settling. 3, 2. Good. Blocks out in front, hands down, downward facing dog. You just start there.
Feel how those movements of the arms and the spine have made space from the mid-back to the top of your head. Keep your knees soft, press your palms down and away. Little tuck of the chin, little bounce on the balls of your feet. Let your hips move side to side. Stay pliant and mobile. If you like, your blanket underneath so that you have a prop for your knee. And step your right foot forward. And put your left knee down. Set yourself up so your left knee is supported. And just bring your hands up high. Put your palms together and drop your thumbs down your back as you can and come forward and back 3 times. So you're adjusting front knee. Reach into the elbow tips. Wrap your elbows in towards one another. Good. Tuck of the chin, thumbs down, front knee bends. This will be exhale. Reach up, look up. This will be inhale. Hands down. Step up. Hands to the hips. Unfold, reach wide. Palms together, tuck your chin, elbows in. Good. Reach up, release. And hands down the backs of the legs. Fold down. Right foot steps back. Right knee down to the blanket. Hands up high. Palms together. Thumbs down, forward, back. Be kind, settle. So your front heel draws your hips forward and your back knee pulls towards the front knee. And the ribs draw back. Now, elbows in, thumb down. Stay. Hands up high. And then hands down. Stepping back, down dog. Look for the space in your chest. We go right foot steps up, left knee down. Hands high, inhale. Exhale, thumbs down, elbows in. Hands up high, reach up, look up, and fold down. Step up, fold in. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, hard up, stand up, palms together, thumbs down the back. Let it go, look up, reach wide. Down, thumbs down, hips back, right foot back, right knee down, hands up high. Palms together, tuck of the chin, reach up, look up, and down. Step back, down dog. Good. Right foot steps up, left knee down, hands up, inhale, rise. Palms together, down the back. Start to find a little more fluidity. Hand to feet. Set down, step up, fold in. Sit down, hands wide, rise up tall. Thumbs down the back, heels down. We go. Sweep it up, look up, and fold down. Left foot steps back, left knee down, hands up. Thumbs down the back, elbows, chin in. Reach up, look up. Hands down, step back, down dog. Left foot will step up, right knee will come down, hands up, inhale. And down the back. Oh. Reach up, look up, widening. Hands down. Step up, fold in. Hands wide, sit down. Thumbs up, hard up, hands up. Down the back, tuck of the chin. Reach up, look up. Hands wide, folding down. Right foot back, right knee down. Hands up high. Good, folding down. Step back, down dog. Right foot up, left knee down. And rise. And fold. Reach up. And down.
One more round, so stepping up. Hands wide, sit down, stand tall. Down the back, elbows in. Follow the breath from the hands to the feet. Fold, so supple. Left foot back, left knee down. You're just following the inhale up, tucking the chin, bring it down. Reaching up, wide-legged up. Hands down, fold. Down, down. Left foot will step, right knee comes down. To rise, to tuck, to rinse, to reach, and to fold. Stepping up, folding in. Hands wide, sitting down, rising tall. Down the back, tuck of the chin. Last time, reaching up, folding wide, setting down. Right foot steps back, right knee down, hands up high. Down the back, tuck of the chin. Reach up, look up, and hands downward facing dog. 3. Steady. Feel the space from the heart to the shoulders. Open the eyes of your elbows. Widen your armpits. Knees widen down to the floor. Flatten your feet, toes point back, and your hands take a step forward. Now, one option is a block. It can be on its edge or its belly, so that when you rest your heart, you're opening your arms, and you're not in full child, your knees are in just ahead of your hips, or put your heart down, put your chin down. 5. The tops of your feet are heavy, the tops of the feet are long. Open the palms of your hands. Soften the base of your skull. Send your heart into the mat or into the block. Then we will open the upper back with length and twists. Make space for your breath. One more. Soften where it gets caught. To lift your heart, to walk your hands back, to feel your down dog. Let your head hang and turn your chin from side to side. To the left armpit and to the right armpit. To the left armpit, be deliberate. So we start here right at the top of the head with our twist. Turn your chin to your left armpit and press your right hand down and away and bend your right knee and send the left hip back. Turn your chin. Now tuck your chin into your armpit. Pull the top of your head toward the floor. Good. And then center. Walk your dog. Paddle, 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 and center. Turn your chin to your right shoulder, press your left hand down and away, and your right hip high and your right heel back. Bend the left knee. Find that diagonal. Tuck your chin more, and tuck your chin right into your armpit, a little rounding. Then press the hands down and away, feeling it all the way through both sides of your neck to the center. A little shake it out. Knees down. So we'll take the blocks and stack both on the left side. I'll turn to face you. So both blocks are on the left side. Your toes are tucked under behind you and you're kneeling on a blanket. So I am here. Left hand is going to find the blocks. So if you put your right hand high, you put your left hand down. See, maybe you need your block on its edge. Maybe you need your block on its tail. So I would start out, try it on the tail. And as you press your left hand down, send your right hip open. Excellent. Now, navel open, right knee down, weight even. Bring the right fingertips to the top of your head. Tap. Good. Straighten, look down. Look up, tap the top of your head. Hop. So we're going to start to move into the neck and into the shoulders, look down. Tap your head, look up, press the left block. Good, reach up. Really starting to find the right shoulder, right knee.
You may work here tapping your head, or put your fingertips behind the back of your head. Look up. Good. Look down. Press. Back of the head. Look up. Press your left hand down, left knee down. One more. Release. And now, right hand to the back of your head. Take your right elbow towards your left elbow. Good. Roll open. And then elbow towards elbow. Close. Go 4. Close. Exhale. Open. Inhale. As you open, press down into the block and flush the chest wide, and then round the back body open. Oh. Good. The navel starts to change. The abdomen starts to change. Go one more. Good. Roll open. Pause. So looking down, set both blocks on their bellies. 2 blocks there. A little forward under your shoulder. Step your right foot back. So your right foot flat to the floor. Your left foot stays as it is. And again, elbow towards elbow. Roll open. Now your hips go back. And then your hips come forward. Your hips go back, and your hips come forward. So, Stephanie, send your hips back like you're going to sit your hip on your heel. Fold. There we go. Now roll open. Yeah. Okay, good. Fold back and roll open. Now stay. Right hand reaching out, looking up to the back of the head, looking down. To reach up 3. 2. Keep turning the navel as you stand in the feet one more time. And then right hand out, hips forward, heart broad. Stand your right foot flat into the floor, broaden your hips. Lengthen your throat. Look down, take your hands down, find your downward facing dog. And just feel the right side body. And drop your head and find neutral. Feel the difference, right side, left side. A little bend in your elbows, a little bend in your knees. And as though you were a baby bird, elbows wide and closed, like you were flapping your elbows. And then draw them in as close as they'll come now. Elbows drawn in, press your hands down and away, stabilize your shoulders. Now press your hips high and the heels back. Elbows wrap in, hands press down, hips go high, shoulders are safe. And then down. So blocks go onto the right side. We can experience congestion as a symptom of the winter. Like, oh, I have a cough, I have a cold, I can't get my breath up here. But part of it is because when we're cold, we're closed in the chest. Right? So we get this. If after class you get a, that's all this stuff coming loose, right? Right hand, so my block is on its tail on the right hand side. Hand high, start out by coming to the top of your head. Turn your chin. Turn your chin. So opening and closing. I have it backwards. Reach up, look down. Bend your elbow, look up. There we go. So now start to find the left knee into the floor. The left elbow into the sky. The turn of your chin, and how all of this is opening the left side abdomen and chest. Take your hand to the back of your head as you choose. Reaching the left elbow a little higher. Dropping your head into your palm. Good. And then keeping your hand behind your head or crown of the head, take your elbow to elbow. Hips go a little bit back. And then hips come forward, elbow up. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. And so we're flushing out the spine, the chest, the inner space, so that our breath can be healthy and full. One more. And pause. Good. Good. Looking down, 2 blocks down, just out so that it's under your right shoulder, left foot flat. Hands behind your head. Hips go back towards your heel. Bring your elbow to your elbow. And then inhale, open. Hips forward. So hips back as you fold. Hips forward as you open. The left knee may bend as you fold. This is 5. And feel that deep flush through the spine and through the back and through the back of the arm. And then keeping it open, stay and just open the left elbow and bend. Straightening, look up and look down. Last time, reach out, send your hips forward, turn your heart. All the ways that we have been closed through the shoulders and the chest as we sit or stay inside, go long. Good. And looking down, set it down, build your downward facing dog. Feel what I'm making. So I can feel that the very surface of my face gets warmer. Again, a bend in the knees, lift the heels, a bend in the elbows, and then draw your elbows out and in and out and in and pulling them in like you're squeezing a beach ball. Press your base of your thumbs down, away, elbows in, shoulders wide, and then down and away. So as we make mobility, we also have to make precision. Keep the shoulders safe. Elbows in, shoulders broad, dog. Good. We'll step the right foot up, hands up high. Straighten your front leg, inhale, lift your back heel up high. As you bend your front knee, bend your elbows and keep your back heel over the ball of your feet, rise up and down. Now imagine the opening of your chest can reach into the front of your left thigh. Your shoulders are loose, move your fingertips. One more. Hands stay high, right knee bends, stay. Right hand catch the left wrist, go up, go over, go up, go over. Right hip back, left hip forward, rock forward and back. Open the back foot. That's it. And then setting downward facing dog. Feel the left side. Left hand, left hip, left heel. Starting to reach further down into the body. And the left foot steps up and you find a lunge. And the hands come up high. And you straighten the front leg and ribs draw back and the back heel comes over the ball of the foot. Yeah, man. And then bend the front knee, bend your elbows, soften the arms and float up and float down. You're drawing the breath through you, down to the feet, up to the hands. Down to the feet, up to the hands. One more. Keep your front knee bent, hands high. Left hand holds right wrist, go higher. Left hip back, right hip forward. Back heel over the ball of the foot, soft right shoulder. Soft face. All of it up and out. Hands wide and down. Down dog. Good. Now, one option is to stay as you are, wrapping the elbows in, or come onto your right fingertips and then your left. Just try it out. Right foot toward the center line, left heel floats. So by coming onto your fingertips, you have to drop your weight back into your legs. Lift the left heel, let the left hip open. And then square the left hip down. Keep the left heel high, open the back of your right thigh, drop your head, and step your left foot up. And pause there to look back and see your right foot come flat to the floor. Heel down, toes turned out, both heels in a line. Sweep wide to stand, warrior one. Good. If you lean a little forward, you stand clearly in the back. Sweep wide, tuck your chin, palms to press. Wrap your right hip forward. Sweep, inhale up. Now just elbows back, tuck your chin. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows back. One more. From the feet to the hands and right back into the elbows. Turn your palms to face up. Stay 3. Draw your elbows back, palms open. Stand in the back heel. 2. Shoulder blades touch.
hands down, step back, and low. High plank, flat to the floor. Walk your thighs back. Good. Thighs are heavy, wag the tail. Heels wash in and out. Anchor the pinky toe, so your outer hips wrap toward the floor. Pinky toe down, outer hips wrap toward the floor. Keep it. Inner thighs wrap down to lift your heart. Inner thighs, big toe wraps down, heart lifts. So pinky toes down, outer hips forward. Feel the spot where your glutes meet your thighs. And there's a band holding you to the floor, chest broad, elbows bent and back. Pull with the heels of your hands, lengthen your heart forward. Tuck of the chin, drop your head to lift your hips, press back, down dog. Hands or fingertips, one at a time. Left foot toward the center line, right heel high. Shift your weight back. Feel the little toe, the big toe, the inner heel, the outer heel. The left foot clear on the floor, the right hip starts to wrap forward, square the hips, and lengthen through the back body. Step your right foot forward to a lunge and look back to your left foot. Left toes turn out, left heel to the floor. Your heels are in a line. Feel the feet. And then warrior one. So steady. Sweep wide, palms together. Palms press will square your hips. Sweep wide. Elbows back. Build some power. Inhale, reach up. Back. Navel to spine. Firm your legs. Make a base. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw back. We go one more. Stronger in the back leg. Turn your palms open, elbows back, bring your shoulder blades to your spine. Find cobra. Find cobra. Outer hip wraps forward, inner thigh wrapping down. And set it down. Down dog. The breath deepens, thickening almost. High plank to the floor. Tops of your feet, thighs walk back. Take your time. Heels wash in and out. Hips wash side to side. So that you can find the heels falling wide, the baby toes into the floor, and from there your outer hips coming forward. And that'll give a little lift to the navel and glue the outer hips toward the floor. And then wrap the inner thighs down, lifts the chest. Outer hips forward, inner thighs down, elbows back. Float the heart. If you're too high and there's a pinch in the back, bend the elbows and firm your feet. And now float the navel away from the floor. Float the heart away from the navel. Shoulder blades toward the spine. Tuck of the chin, half down to rise to hands and knees. Walk your knees under your hips, tuck your chin, drop your head, and let your hips go side to deep side. Good. Take your left hand, thread it behind the right, and drop your left shoulder to the floor. Build a twist. Left side of your head falls. We'll rise up and out 3 times. If not, if you'd rather just stay, then stay. We'll be back. So right hand is down. Stephanie's already there. Rise up. Inhale, opening. And then exhale, shoulder to the floor. 1. Inhale up. Rinse through the spine. All the space you've made, put it down. 2. 1 more time, reaching up. Heart high through the chest and setting down to stay. A little forward and a little back. Feel that first, and then drop the side of your head and turn so slightly. Walk your right fingertips forward, reaching overhead, and then softly to the left with your right fingertips. Turn your chin into your armpit the way we began.
Straighten your right leg, tuck toes under, back of the left hand to the floor. Now smooth your breathing. Smooth your breathing. Good. Right knee to the floor. Bring your right hand back and down. And build a child's pose. Now if you need to, forehead on a block. Hands back towards your heels. If you don't, you can also put the block under your chest. It can be on its side. So twists are a clearing, a cleaning. We pause in between to find a new neutral, find the change we've made, and come back up, hands and knees. Set your block aside for now. Left hand square to the floor, right hand reaching high, up and out through both hands. Take your right hand behind your left and bring your right shoulder to the floor. So left palm is under your left elbow, just in front of your eyes. Go forward, go back, and we'll go up and down 3 times. Press down to rise up, inhale. Good, on the exhale, wrap, 3. Inhaling up, open. Revolve, 2. Up, open. And the last time we come down and stay and stay. So that little forward and back, make some space along the sides of your ribs. Working here, the back of your right hand flat, or walk your left hand overhead and softly to the right. And the walk of your fingertips right starts to open the chest. The back of your right hand into the floor. Work here, or tuck your left toes under, lift the knee, and revolve all the way from the ball of your left foot up into the fingertips of your left hand. Now we smooth the breath. Can it become silent and circular? Use the breath to move through the rib cage and the lungs and the spine. The left knee comes down, the left hand comes back, and we build our child's pose. So, one option, forehead onto a block, hands come back towards your heels, drop the shoulders, or block on its edge, forehead to the floor, or just body on thighs, forehead to the floor. Breathing in, fill your back. Breathing out, right through the joints. Empty your ankles, your knees, your hips, your wrists, your elbows, your neck. Yeah. Just for 2. And then rising up. Set your block aside. Find your down dog. Press it out. That neutral is getting clearer. I'm cleaning the windshield, cleaning the breath, cleaning the body. Walk your feet forward. Find your strap. Come to stand. So when you shift to upright, let it all settle and take 2-3 breaths. And with that settling, a sensation of being able to see, like a shaken snow globe, as it settles, you can see through the globe again. Shake out your feet, shake out your hands. You'll take your strap in your left hand and drop it down your back. Your right hand, turn your thumb down and catch the strap at your mid-back. So
I have my right hand open, the strap down the middle, without trying to join my hands. There's space between the two. Left elbow up high. Left foot steps back. So the heel to the floor, toes slightly out like our warrior one, lifting up. Now you might have a little more space, shorten that strap so slightly. Left hip wraps forward. Hinge at the hip, soft right knee, and fold. And fold. Put it all together. Put it all together.
Fold as though you were bringing your elbows towards your elbows. Remember that turn we made? Bring your elbow towards your foot. And then inhale back, upright. Hip square, heart square, two, like that. Elbow towards your foot. Fold, navel towards the right. Chest broad. Fold it. And then rise out of it. Good. Lengthen, heel down, elbow long, and we fold to stay. Right elbow wide, left elbow towards the right foot press down and away, left hip forward, and find your breath. Lift your elbows away from your feet. Shoulder blades towards your spine like your cobra. Legs are strong, body long. Good. Soft bend in the right foot, press down, rise tall. Keep hold with the right hand, left hand down, step up, and let it all settle. Right hand high, you have the strap. Bend your elbow, strap goes down your back. Left hand wide, thumb down, so shoulder rolls forward. Take your back of your hand to your spine. Good. So I have my strap in my right, back of my hand to my left. Step your right foot back. Lift your heart, lift your right thigh, maybe shorten the strap an inch. And then hinge at the hips and fold down. And it may not seem like an enormous or important or powerful apex pose, but here we are. Inhale, rise up. Keep the hips square. Find your breath in, and then find your breath out, and exhale from your heel to your elbow, and elbow towards foot, to rise. Good, and to fold, that we're clearing this right side line. Stay and breathe. Elbows rising away from your feet. Shoulder blades towards the spine, heart forward like cobra. Legs strong. The right side line clear. Tip of your elbow to the center of your heel. Bend your left knee. Press down. Rise tall. Good. Right hand release. Step up. Ha. Sweep your hands high. With soft knees, we're just going to fold to the floor. Nowhere to go. Folding down. Good. And then unfold. Heels down, knees soft, folding down. Bend your knees, sweep wide. So sit a little bit deeper. Sit, hands wide, hands to the floor. Now lift your hips as you fold in. Deepen your seat. Sweep wide, stand up tall. We go one more. Big bend in the knees. Big bend in the knees. Hands to the floor. Lift your hips. Fold, stay 3. Elbows wrapping in like our down dog. 2. Elbows in, heart forward as though in cobra. Shoulders away from your ears, body strong. Coming out the way we went in. Bend the knees, deep, deep, deep seat. Hands wide, press down, stand tall. Only the arms sweep wide. Set down. Feel the body. We just need clarity. Better. Last standing place. Step your feet wide. Super simple. Take a block. Goes right in the center. Right in the center so that your hands can go wide. Put your knees bent. You're nice and buoyant, wag your tail. This is soft and supple, keeps your knees safe. Right hand down to that block. Now as it comes down, check. that your block is right underneath your shoulder. And when you press your block down, your left shoulder comes over your right. And you can look up to the top hand. Now maybe the right knee needs to be a little bent, or the left knee. We're going to allow the knees to be soft for now. Stand tall, inhaling up. We're going to put the left hand down to the block. So knees bent, left hand down. On your exhale, revolve. Take a breath. The left knee may need to stay bent. The right can be bent. Turn the heart, turn the chin and the throat. Now we go. Inhale, stand up tall. Little bend in the knees, right hand down. Revolve, navel towards the left. Inhale, up wide. And knees bend, left hand down, revolve. Inhaling up and open. Bend your knees, right hand down, revolve. Good. Now we've made this. Put your left hand down, knees are soft. Straightening your right leg, take your right hand overhead. Overhead. Now look down and take your right hand to your right hip. Look down, right through the spine. Right hand overhead, look up. Right hand back, look down. Last time. Right hand straight up, look up. Left side goes back. Right hip lifts. And as you lift your right hip, you move through the spine. And you come out. Knees bend. Stand tall, gently. That's all the way into the low back. And so knees bend, right hand down. Good. Left hand high. Right knee stays bent. Left hand overhead. So the bent knee, hand sweeps back, protects your low back. Keep your right knee bent. Sweep overhead. Sweep back towards your hip. All the way up overhead to stay. Good. Now reach your left hand just above the right and bring your right thigh goes back and you lift your left hip. 3. Broaden your collarbones. 2. Right thigh goes back. We'll bring the fingertips to the floor. And bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee and bend the other. Good. Deeper. So we'll bend the right knee and we'll stay. Send your right hip back. Heart forward like cobra. Heart forward, hip back. Work here or drop your right hip to your heel and turn your left toes up. And sit down. She's going, she's going, she's going, she's going. To come out, you put your left foot to the floor. Lift your hips, rock forward, and shift sides. Good, side to side, wag it out, wag it out. Big bend in the left knee. So tail goes back, heart goes forward. Feet are strong, tail back, heart forward. It's easy to round, good. Now drop your left hip to your left heel, turn your right toes up. See if you can put your left heel on the floor. Counter with your fingers, good. Sit up tall, turn your right toes up, good, 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 good. Good. Rock forward to come out, right foot flat, center. Excellent. Down dog, last one. Finding the inner outer legs. We've moved from the top down through the spine, moving into the bottom. Come to belly down. Come to belly down. And put your palms flat down beside your ribs and let your hips move and let your heels move. Any tension in the heels and in the feet and in the thighs, roll on the meat of your thighs. Let your elbows flap in and out. So there's a loosening, there's a coming undone. And as you do, walk your thighs back a little bit more and then plant your palms, elbows back, slightest lift of the chest. So you're resting on your low ribs, hands are down, elbows back, float your feet. As you widen your feet, straighten the legs, point the toes. Exhale, keep the legs straight and zip your feet together, elbows back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale. Bring it into the rest of your body. As your feet come together, draw your navel to your spine. As your feet come together, bring your shoulder blades to your spine. As your feet come together, bring your elbows to your spine. Go 3. Straightening more. Making order, making clarity, bringing the body together. Good. Bring your feet together. Drop your thighs to lift your heart. Just feel that cobra arriving. Firm your legs more and more. Now roll back down, ribs to the floor, which means you can float your hands. So if you're resting heavily on your chest, put more action in your legs. Outer hips wrap down, inner thighs wrap back. One option is to stay with your palms facing the floor. Any injury in your spine, you want to work right there? Fantastic. Or palms face the floor beside you is the next step. Or left hand reaching out and then back. And the right hand reaches out and then back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If you need to, a hand on the floor is also an option to modify. Otherwise, we'll go 10. Tuck of the chin, navel to spine, legs are strong, back body is opening. 6. Use your arm to deepen your breath. 4. 2. Strengthening the upper back, keeping you from slouching or slumping. Drop both elbows back. And then palms down. You're going to turn right over on your back, knees bent, feet flat. So all of that action through the upper back. Feel that rest into the floor. Now your low back has been contracted to lift your heart. So heels into the floor, press your feet down into the mat and ever so slightly away from your hips. Feet press into the floor and away. And this will activate and stabilize your low back. Back of your head into the floor, chest is broad into the floor. Hands on thighs, press away. Everything remains long, but it also remains strong. We've turned through the neck and the shoulders and the chest. We've opened the sides. We've moved through the mid-body, strengthened the back, landed in our feet. We use asana as a preparation to clarify, to return, clear our vision. So working here, or we'll prop up into a bridge. You may use blocks on bellies, so on their flattest setting, or blocks side by side on their side. Stand in your heels, lift your hips, put the block side by side under the low back. Letting your heels be heavy, letting your feet be flat, letting your knees fall towards each other. As your knees fall in, the back of the neck grows long. Walk the back of your head away and the chin in. Good. Turn your palms open. Roll your shoulder blades towards your spine. Keep that and roll your palms to face each other. Pinky edge of your hand down. Hold the outside edge of your mat and pull away from your head. So that was a lot. Let's run it again. Feet flat. Feel the full footprint. Heel, outer foot, little toe, big toe. Knees fall in. Let that make length in the spine. The shoulders fall. Walk the back of your head an eighth of an inch further. Tuck of the chin. Press into the back of the head. Turning your palms open to broaden your collarbone, shoulders down. Keep the shoulders, turn the pinky edge of your hands down and catch the outer edge of your mat and pull the mat away from your head. Firm your arms. Now this may be your work, or one more time, press your heels down, lift your hips, Stand your blocks on their ends. Hips got a little higher. Again, back of the head a little further. Arms straightening all the more clearly, holding the mat. Navel opens. To release your hands, to hold the blocks, stand in the heels to lift the hips, to move the blocks aside and roll down. So you can set your blocks out of the way. Draw your right knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers and keep it closed. Shake it out side to side. Extend your left leg. Press into both heels as though you were standing. Left heel high, inhale up, exhale down. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Bend your left knee, bring your heel beside your right hip, right hand holds the top of your left foot. Press your left outer thigh down and lift your hips until you can come onto the outer left hip. So the other way is just to let everything go. Roll onto your left side and then bending your knee, catch the top of your left foot and bring your right knee to your chest. Super. Now allow the left elbow to come to the floor. And bring your right knee across the body. Back up, the right knee goes open wide to the right. As you press your knee to the right, let the left shoulder open, turn your chin to the right shoulder. Press your left knee down. Get underneath the left shoulder blade. So the left hand holds the right shin and press the right shin wide to the right. Open the left shoulder, open the left side. And back to center. And now just pause. Left knee reaches away from your left hip. Right knee comes back towards you. Send the left hip a little forward. To release your feet. Square your hips. Right heel to the right front corner of your mat. Left ankle over that right ankle. Hands overhead. Right hand holds the left wrist. Everything from the chest to the hands goes a little to the right. So your right heel is to the right, your right hand is to the right. Left ankle crossed over right, left wrist held by the right. Now drop your left side body to the floor. With your breath, make space between your left hip and your left shoulder. Inflate that line. Left hip, left shoulder gets further apart. Soften your left elbow. Good. Bring your feet back to neutral, feet flat, hands down, hands on thighs, press away. Feel the left side, feel the right. And then draw the left shin in, interlacing your fingers, bring it close. Rinsing out the low back and the sacrum with this last sequence. Straighten your right leg, flex your feet, stand in your right heel. Firm the body. As though assembling something, hugging the center line with your knees. Drawing your toes back on both feet, broaden your back, your shoulders, your hips. Reassemble Right heel high, inhale up, exhale down for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So as you choose building your twisted cat, bend your right knee, roll to your right outer hip. Left hand holds the top of your right foot, however you need to get there, but you're on your outer right hip. Right hand holds the left shin. And let your knee, left knee, wash side to side. And just find where this posture is constrained, unclear, unfamiliar, till it becomes one thing. Drop your right elbow to the floor. And it's as though you're drawing your knees apart, as though you were tying yourself in a soft knot. Inner thighs towards each other, navel turning left. Breathe into the left side of your body. Open the left lung. Back into the center. Keep hold of the left shin and draw that left shin as wide as you can, actively pulling the right shoulder. So the right arm is straight. Tuck your chin to the left shoulder. Open underneath the arm, the shoulder. Send your right knee away from the shoulder. Tuck the chin all the way into the upper back, back of the neck. To the center. And just pause. Right knee reaches away from your right hip. Left knee coming toward the chest. No force. Softening the shoulders, the upper back, and the face. We bind the energy, we block the nadis, the channels, in with postures like this, so that now when you release, free your hands, feet to the floor, extend your left heel to the left front corner of the mat. Cross your right ankle over the left, hands overhead. Left hand holds the right wrist, and the hands, shoulders go to the left. And drop your right side body, and now we unbind the energy, and we let it move. Use your breath to open the space between your right hip and your right shoulder. Inflate the inner lining of your chest. Soften your right elbow and your face. Drop your right shoulder and your left. Hands coming down, feet flat, hands on thighs, neutral, letting your low back settle. Adjust, raise, lower your hips, your spine, wag your tail as you need to. Feel how the left and the right can be equal, how the front and the back can be equal. Turn your chin side to side. And then draw your knees into your chest. And we'll roll all the way up, sitting with the heels wide apart. and adding your blanket beneath your seat. So one option right there.
No, it's not an option yet. You can do Shavasana in 4 minutes. But this will finish and it will keep your low back. We've done a great deal through the spine today, and I'd like to finish and keep you safe. So shake out the knees, shake out the feet. If you need to, your knees are bent, and just side to side. Taking your time to feel your way from your heel to your hand. Big sweeps. All the way up under the forearm, under the armpit, into the spine, wherever you can go. Good. Reach into your heels and let your toes be broad. There you go, there you go. Reassembling yourself is as important as taking ourselves apart, as though coming apart to clean all the parts and then reassemble them. Sitting up tall, cross your legs. Right shin in front of left, fingertips forward, a little forward fold. Maybe hands, maybe forearms. Just a side to side now, rock it out. Rock it out, shoulder towards knee. Let your head move. And just finish up by soothing the sides of the low back, the outer hip, all the way through the mid-back. To the center, to pause, folded, folded, wherever you can go. And a little forward back, like you were just shaking yourself, forward and back, tiny little shake. And this will help to really loosen the outer hips, the outer feet. Yep. And then rise. Put the left in front of the right. And fold fingertips down. Maybe fingers, maybe palms. Walk yourself out until you can move side to side. Find your way from the hips to the ribs to the shoulders to the back, side to side. To come into the center in that tiny little shake, just forward, back, forward, back. Anywhere it's still sticky, shake it out. Good. And then rising tall. Sitting tall. We will be seated. We'll come into the simplest of actions. If seated doesn't serve you, then hop onto a chair on the edge of a couch, wherever you need to go. Or, if enough is enough, lie back, find your Shavasana, and let the whole body come into an equilibrium. But give yourself time. This is not a practice to get up from and just sort of start back into your day. Definitely give your back, your spine a lot of connective tissue. Let it settle 2 to 3 minutes. So anything you need to do to feel warm, if you like an extra blanket over your legs, over your thighs. I'm so sorry, I cannot get this room any warmer.
No, it's good.
Ever.
It's not like crazy. That's my bullshit.
Good. So the first posture, turn your palms open. And just bring your middle fingers towards your palm and then flat towards your palm. Inhale as they lift, exhale as they return to the hand. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is all. And there is no hurry, right? There's no hurry here. Now as you settle in, turn your thumbs back, your palms open. The shoulder blades wrap in like cobra, heart up, chin in. Spine tall. In, out, in, out, in, out, up, down, up, down. Now, elbows may be bent to modify, or the arms straighten, the eyes close, and it's that simple. We have strength in the body, now it's time, let's put some strength in the mind. When you get lost, come back to your hands. When you're in your hands, come into your breath. Thumbs turn back, palms turn open, keep it simple. Building the nervous system, building our response to challenge. Hint of a smile. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, up, down, up, down. Very light, very steady, let it be silent. Very easy, let it be easier. Let it be easier. Playful. Shoulders soft, spine tall. You've built this, you're ready. Let it be very light, like whispers and fingertips. Body strong. With a hint of a smile. What in your life starts to feel like this? Right? In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Let it be light. Little puffs of breath, like little whispers. Seconds. How did it get so easy? How did it get so easy? Five, four, three, two, one. Inhale, open your hands. And exhale, set them down. Eyes closed, be still, be tall. Let your body be free. Feel what you made. A little pulse of power from the brain. Again, if cross-legged seat doesn't serve you, sit on the edge of the chair or couch. Left hand out, palm down. Right hand on top. Interlace your fingers. Keep it low. Turn left, turn right. Inhale, exhale. So start very small. Start very small. Start loosen the shoulders, loosen the jaw, loosen the spine. You're just rinsing out everything that we've done. Eyes closed, body steady, mind committed. Just 2 minutes this one. Rinsing the mid-spine, kidneys, the adrenal glands. Rooting down into your seat as it feels safe. Your hands come a little higher. If not, stay low. As it's safe in your body, get a little stronger. Full gesture, hands are the height of your shoulders, but this puts a real strain on your spine, so find the space that works for you that's safe, meaning it doesn't cause injury. We could do more tomorrow rather than less. 20 seconds, go. Five, four, three, two, center, inhale. And just exhale, hands to thighs. Right here. Inhale, all the way up, heart up, chin in, pause. Hold the breath, lift the pelvic floor, pause. And then exhaling, let it all go. Again, breathing in. Pause the breath in, stabilize your body, heart up, chin in, pelvic floor rising if you choose, stay. And just gather, come to a great stillness. And then softly, slowly releasing. Once again, inhale. Pause, the chest is full, the heart is high. Move under rising, pelvic floor gathers, and you find sweet stillness, very steady and solid, integrating everything. When needed, soft, smooth release. Good. Open your hands. Put your thumbs to the base of your pinky so you can wrap your hands over your thumbs. And just start with the elbows bent. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In, X, in, X. So old shoulder injuries, any history there, especially the front and top of the shoulders, just work with your elbows. Or keeping the hands quite low, arms straighten. So as the arms straighten, the navel grows stronger. And as the navel grows stronger, the seat is more anchored. And as the seat is anchored, the arms are strengthened. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale the right hand up. Focus your mind. If you notice all of a sudden you've thought of something you really need to do right now, that's great. Come right back to what we're doing and you can go do it in 2 minutes. Right here. So steady. So steady. And notice if you're a little bit lackluster about any of it, precise, powerful, and at ease. Shoulders are soft, breath is strong, navel is strong, heart is strong. Hint of a smile, you are a powerful soul, calling through all your light. Shoulders are soft. Any pinching or pain in the shoulders, go back to bent elbows, but stay right with it, right? Modify as needed, but stay. Stay. Less than 2 minutes, right here. Stay. Charging the thyroid, that which maintains our weight, our metabolic rate. In the winter we can get a little sluggish. Right here we light the fire a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the thighs. The shoulders, the throat, the underside of your jaw, the underside of your tongue, warm and bright. The back of the neck, the base of the skull. The energy of mastery. May it clean your words today. What you say to yourself and what you express to the world. May it be made of light, clear and direct, and graceful. So we finished to shake it out. Sitting on your seat, let your legs out, shake out your feet side to side, last one. And then we'll have a good shavasana. The winter requires a little bit of hug. Outer feet to the floor, knees wide and knees soft. So you'll bring your feet to the floor, and if this posture is impossible, then you can always prop your back against a wall, or knees are going to fall wide. So this is happening in the legs. So you want your heels forward so that you can, so that it's easier. There we go. So if needed, hands are behind you. If not, hands are by your shoulders. Inhale up, knees together, exhale, they fall apart. Inhale, exhale, here we go. In, out. Be floppy, right? Joints are open, hips are open, shoulders, elbows are open. Inhale, up, exhale, down. And really finding the exhale. We're creating grounding. We're creating certainty. We're letting our body be mobile and free, but anchored. If it's totally maddening to you, at least find your laughter. We're going for 10 more. Good, and hands on thighs. Take your blanket from beneath you, lift your hips, crazy thing. Lie back and put that blanket over the fronts of your good hips. Oh, lie back, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Shake your feet side to side, your knees up and down, the wag the tail, the palms fall open, the body humming and bright. We'll have a two-part shavasana. Widen your heels. Widen your heels. Widen your arms. And invite your breath to be full and large and free. Feel the shining stillness you've created. And then gather your shavasana a little closer. Arms closer to the body, shoulders tuck under, heels a little closer. Organizing your energy. Remaining free. Finding the quality of care.
breath becomes effortless and unconstrained. Just one more minute. Coming unbound. Any last patterns you're carrying in your joints, in the way you hold on your inner organs, on your lips, your scalp. Let it melt. So that as you deepen your breathing, there's an opening to lay new patterns. I am welcome here, in this breath, in this body. Deepen your breathing. I am welcome here. Everything else is set down, set aside. Your hands widen or overhead. Rolling to your right side. Rest your head on your arm.
re-inflate the back of your body with your breath. And then roll yourself to a simple seat. And we close with our 3 ohms the way we open. This sound is to clear through the parts of us we cannot move consciously or unconsciously, but we gather our full self through that sound, a sound no one else can make but us. Sweeping wide, reaching high, inhale up. Thumbs to your forehead center. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. Have a fantastic Boxing Day. Rest well, move well, read well, speak well. Enjoy it all. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Kundalini, our last Sunday of our sequence. So we'll have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. These are the last 3 days of our 40-day sequence. On Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have a workshop from 11 to 12, both days. And then both days at noon, we'll go through just the basic spinal series. And the workshop is mapping, curating our images, understanding the energy of the body, and then determining for ourselves what of that energy is mine. And how do I articulate it? How do I choose it? How do I determine that? I want that. And I want to separate it from something else. It's a way of really seeing our transformation and our evolution and declaring rather than sort of floating along. So that's on Wednesday, Thursday. There's information on the website. The new sequence will begin January 1st. Here we go. I will see you so soon. Thank you, thank you.